Hello there, good afternoon to you, and welcome. My name's Peter, this is Master Reacts, and today we're going to be exploring a little bit more of Dimash. 31-year-old Kazakh superstar. He's independent. I'm told he knows 15 languages, 7 instruments, but if you can play 7, you could probably play a heck of a lot more instruments than that. Across many different genres, which is difficult for artists to do. Usually they stay in their own niche, their own little pockets, and they don't go to pop, to club, to rock, to opera, etc. But apparently this man can do it all. We're yet to discover it, and I'm very looking forward to the journey of discovery. Um, I want to say thank you to the dears and the non-dears that have been watching my videos and making comments after the videos. Today's video is because of I'm going to call him Mr. Martin. It might be a Mrs. I don't know. But a wonderful little comment. Obviously responding to the previous cover of Samaltau. Let me take them off. Can't hear myself. But yeah, so he, among many other people commenting, pointed out that the distortion Qobyz or Kobyz. Let me know how I'm supposed to pronounce the instrument itself, please. Much appreciated. But the distortion that caused my head pain in the last video, it hurt my brain because it was just out of key, distorted, dissonant, just not natural. It weren't clean keys, so it sounded funny. And people have pointed out that it's mimicking the sounds of the wolves and the breeze of the mountains, which, let's take a sidestep. I've looked at pictures of Kazakhstan. I'm from Wales. We call it God's country. I think only the Welsh call it God's country, mind. But from looking at the images of Kazakhstan, they're not far behind us in terms of being God's country. In respect of, and I don't mean particularly Christianity. I'm not religious. I have faith. My faith is in humans. Not going so well on the planet at the moment, but I have faith that the humans will prevail. And eventually deal with the greedy. But yeah, anyway, thank you, Mr. Martin. Today we're going to be doing the story behind the song of Samaltau. Brilliant little song. I watched the concert version of it. I didn't watch the Tokyo version. Come and think of it, I'm probably going to end up going through all the songs, not watching any of the Tokyos, and hopefully I'll be able to do a live stream and go through the Tokyo performance, because there's a lot of songs that he did on there. And that's the other one I'm going to do at the bottom there, Almanat. I like songs in different languages. Like I say, I'm from Wales. We're a small country, 3 million people. I just keep getting distracted. But we have our own language, so that'll be an interesting one to go and have a listen to, the Kazakhstan language song again. But anyway, as I was getting distracted, my point about God's country, Kazakhstan is the same, because it has the deserts, the mountains, not the ocean, but it has the sea. Obviously it has rivers, meadows, green and fertile land. It's green and pleasant land, as they say in the song Jerusalem. And there was a cricket team in England wanted to adopt that as their national anthem for some reason. But anyway, I'm not the most patriotic person in the world, if you don't mind me saying. I'm alien. I'm human. humane. So let's pull this comment down and let's play. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be disappointed by this. Always hope. Oh, something to read. Hang on. It was 1916, the second year of the Great War. I don't know much about World War One, in all honesty. I know a bit about World War Two. Let's continue. The Russian Empire carried huge human and property losses. The burden of restocking was laid on subject nations. So I guess that would be to do with the Soviets. About 49 million hectares of fertile land were forcibly taken away during the war years in Kazakhstan. The owners of this land, Kazaks, were driven out into the barren wastes. Taxes increased from 3 to 15. That's a big jump. For the needs of war, livestock and property were mass requisitioned. And finally it came to the requisition of people. June 24th, 1916. The Russian Tsar issued a decree on requisition of the rear work of foreign male population. Requisition. Basically, it means take. So yeah, they're taking people away. People spoke about this in the comments, about people being conscripted against their will, taken away from their families to go and fight wars for other nations. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it's a necessary evil. For example, World War II, I think fighting against what was happening there, I think most of the world was against that. But yeah, so I'm not for war. I'm against it in every way, shape or form. Just talk. It only happens because people are greedy. So yeah, just talk. Well, not us, leaders. It's hardly ever the citizens' fault. We just get caught up in the middle of our leaders' decisions and desires. But anyway, let's continue. Let's not go political. Not yet. I'll have another channel for that. So I hope you enjoy that one too, because I go deep. Right, are we just going to be reading a book or something here? The song Samaltau tells of these sad events for the Kazakhs. Samal. Ooh, let's go back a second. I missed that there, didn't I? Samal, a gentle breeze. So people have said that in the comments about it being about the mountain wind. Bearing the evening or morning cool. The word Samal itself is associated with something pleasant. Bearing enjoyment. Therefore, Kazakhs can often find a female named Samal. Is that like sort of all the ladies that are born Kazakhstanis? They are all have like the pre-name or a forename of Samal? Let me know. I'm interested to know. Tau, a mountain. Mountains, a hill. Okay, so Samaltau. A gentle breeze on the mountains. And the other thing people kept telling me about was the Qobyz being about all the wolves, which, yeah. Listening back to it, because I have listened to it a few times, I get it. I hear it. Yeah. So let's carry on. Let's see what else we got to find out. Graphic this time. That's the Kobyz. To be fair, that is some skill to even come up with that idea. Genius instrumentalist. I didn't write down the name, but it was in one of the comments. I will go back and have a look and try and get it into my brain. Because it's apparently an instrumentalist that Dimash uses on other tracks. So cool. Is this the family he was leaving that he spoke of or sang of in the song?
Samaltau kayran elem şalkar gülüm ne bolar saldat bolla baynam kürgin günüm.
I'm not disappointed to hear Dimash. I'm not. What awaits me as a soldier? Dare I say, for most, not much. Not much waits for you at all. But a lot of people will miss you.
Hayran yerim ay Akdeniz min jayavmen Jayavdan payavmen Qobyz gündi şürgende Bomboşa kayır tayavmen
15 days walking, knowing you're going to war away from your family. Sorry, I was just throwing my voice out. Like 15 days walking to someone else's war. Don't get me wrong, it was a world war, but again, someone else's war. It wasn't Kazakhstan's war. I don't know how much under threat Kazakhstan would have been by the... They were recruited by the Russians, so I'm going to say by the enemy of the Russians, which would have been First World War. I'm not that much clear. Was it the Ottomans? Ottomans, Germany and Italy maybe? World War One. But I don't know how close to Kazakhstan the war came to their land. Like, for example, in World War Two, the Germans were actively bombing parts of Britain. So I understand Britain going to war because Britain was defending itself. I don't know the reasons or why it was going on, who upset who, and what the... Unless it was just some one person, one leader with a massive ego that thought, all mine, and he wanted it all. But when you get people like that, normal people, the world's civilians, they stand up against injustices like that. And I'm proud to be a human when it means humans are doing that. Shall I go back a little bit?
Kosmeşelle şılımsın
You know what? I'm going to have this song in my car and I'm going to be learning it. I love being able to sing in other language. I sung a lot of opera, so I've sang in Italian and other languages. I don't know what I'm singing because I don't have the translation. I just have the words, and I do it by sound more than reading. But yeah, I'll give this a go one day. That was a change up I didn't expect. It's mesmerizing, hypnotizing. He's not happy. And then he sleeps. He's gone.
Samaltau kayranyenin şalkar gülüm ne bolar saldat bolup aynam көрген күнüm ay.
Driven to despair, the Kazakhs and Kyrgyz revolted. By the autumn of 1916, it covered the vast territory of Kazakhstan and Central Asia. Troops were thrown to suppress the uprising. Okay. So basically, troops were sent to damage the people that were uprising against the war, I'm guessing. In Semirechye, if I say that right, Semirechye, Turkestan and western Kazakhstan, the uprising was cruel, crushed, thousands of people died, hundreds were executed, hundreds and thousands were deported, and more than 260,000 fled from their native places abroad. In Turgay, in the north of Kazakhstan, the uprising continued until the February Revolution in Russia and merged with it. That's a lot of people. I come from Wales and we've literally got I'd say 3 million. 3 million, I think, was the figure when I was in school, so that was 30 years ago. Population probably increased a bit since then, but not much more, probably. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Big country, but still a lot of people. Is there any more to this? Was that the end? So date-wise, I'm not sure. Was that the end of World War I? After all the uprisings? I don't know the finish. I'm sure. Was it 1918 or 1917? I'm sure I'm going to get educated in the comments. 1,000,000%. The deers are on it. And anyone that isn't a deer, become one. What a lovely, lovely little community they are. So loving, so passionate. This video, Samaltau, obviously it's got a very sad backdrop to it. A talk of war and inscription or conscription. It just leads to destruction. And for what? For what? Greed. There's some greedy people somewhere that want more. Instead of being happy and satisfied and giving more. Because I always think, give. It's not how much people give you, it's how much you can give them. Don't expect anything in return. Be a giver. That in itself makes you happy. The endorphins, the dopamine, the happy feeling of making other people happy is far better than the selfish feeling of making yourself happy by doing something or buying something for yourself. Do things for others. Yeah, you just got to be kind. We're humankind, so be kind humans. Anyone wants to tell me what you want to go next? I'm going to disappoint you because I've already made the decision that I'm going to do Amanat. If there's any pre-info that you think that I should be aware of before I go and watch that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, so let's vote for peace. No more wars. It's not the citizens' fault. So let's leave them alone. Of every country. But anyway, for now, I'm going to say peace out. Thank you for watching. I shall see you again soon. And have an amazing week. Thank you. Bye-bye.